This video will show you the new and exciting way to share documents with students from your Google Docs. Before, you have to go into your teacher Google Docs account, find the documents, drag it into a shared folder or collaboration folder, and then the students have to go into that folder on their side, open the document, save a copy, etc. Well, that whole process has been simplified, and it can all now be done from Teacher Dashboard. So let's show you how it works. Up in the upper left-hand corner, right next to the tab that has the name for the class, is a little icon or a page icon. When you click on that, it launches a wizard. And this is how you are going to distribute documents to your students. To start off with, you have two choices. Select an existing document within your Google Docs. This will not allow you to select documents on your computer. If you want to use a document that's on your computer, you first have to upload that to Google Docs before you'll be able to access it. You also can create a document from scratch here. If you were to select this and click on this, you can create a document, spreadsheet, presentation, etc. In most cases, I think teachers are going to pre-create their documents in Google Docs, and then when they get to here, they're going to want to simply share that document with their students. So they would click on Select an Existing Document, and then they'll see a list of the documents within their Google Docs. And so if they were to click on the box for one of these documents, or multiple documents, but we'll go with one, and click on Select, that document is now listed here, and we can go down in the lower right-hand corner and click on Next. Now we have a series of choices, and this is the exciting part. Now, if I want to share a copy of the document with every student in my class, I can select Copy as it's shown here. What this means is kind of analogous to if I take an original document that I have to a copy machine, make 30 copies, and then pass out those 30 copies to the students. Each student has an original copy. I still have my original. The students can fill out those documents and then turn them in to me. Well, in the digital world of Google Docs, you can now distribute a copy of an original document that you have to all your students in the class, and this document will go to their Google Docs. It will not go to the shared folder until the student turns it in, but they will receive a copy of this document in their Google Docs. Now, before we go on, the other choices you have, if you were to select Share Read Only, the difference here is any shared document means that you're providing access to your original document to the students. In this case, Share Read Only means that my original is shared with all the students in the class, but they can only read the document. They have no edit rights at all to the document. The advantage of this is if I'm sharing access to my original and I want to go back and make some changes, I can do that, and the students will instantly see those changes in their shared read-only access to your document. Now, the next choice is a Share Read Comment, meaning that all the students in the class have access to your original. They only can read the document. They have no edit rights, but they can add comments to the document. So you could have a paragraph that you want to share with all the students and have them comment on attributes of that paragraph. And all the students have the ability to do that. They just simply can't change the paragraph that you've shared with them. The final choice is that you can share your original with them, which means all students have access to your original document, and they have the ability to change and edit that document. So whoever you share that document with has the ability to change anything within that document. So with that, let's go back to Copy. And this is probably the most common thing that teachers are going to do, along with the Share Read Only feature. But we're going to do the copy, click on Next, and now it gives me the name of the document that I'm going to share with every single student. So what would happen in this case is the students would receive a copy of the Primetime Reading GLEs, in their Google Docs with this name. Now, if I wanted, I can add this student's name to the name of the document. So if I go down to this text down here and I were to select and copy this, and then come up here in the title and paste this code. Notice down here in the example, it shows that the student's name will be added in parentheses at the name of the document. So now each student would receive a document with this name, and in parentheses they would have their name at the end of the document. If I wanted to, I could take out the parentheses, and what I would see is just the name of the document followed by their name. If I wanted just their last name, I could take out their first name and it would just have their name of the document and their last name. So there are different ways that I can play with this coding and copy and paste that into the title and thereby change the name of the document that the students are receiving. This is pretty cool. So now I've got it set up so all the students are going to receive this document with their last name at the end of the title. I click on Next, and what it's going to do is give me a list of all my students. Here I can check or uncheck these boxes so that only certain students are going to receive the document, or I can leave it where all the students are checked and therefore all the students are going to receive the document. Then I go Next, and it gives me two choices here. So what it's asking is, if I share this document with a student and the student already has a document with the exact same name as the one that I'm sharing, the first option is that it will not delete the document the student has, and it will therefore not copy the document that I'm sending to them into their Google Docs folder. It protects a document that the student already has. If I check the second box, what this is saying is if it finds a document with the same name, it will delete that document in the student folder and replace it with a new copy. So an example of this would be, let's say I send a copy out to all my students and realize I made a mistake in that copy. If I resend that document with the corrections and it has the exact same name, I can replace the old copy that has the errors with the new copy that's been fixed, and therefore delete the old copy and put in the new copy in each student's Google Docs. So you have two options there. You can do either one. And then you click on Next, and it gives you a summary of all the things you decided. It gives you the name of the document. It gives you how the document's going to be named, in this case including the last name. You're making a copy of the document. You're sharing it with the class called Exploratory. Here's all the students that are going to receive the copy, and you're not going to give them a copy if they already have an existing document by the same name. And once I click on Start Copy, it will send a copy to every student in the class. This is huge as far as I'm concerned, because now a teacher can distribute documents to their students from inside Teacher Dashboard. They don't have to go into their Teacher Google Docs account, go into folders, drag documents to folders, etc. It's all extremely clean, simple, and direct by doing it from here in Teacher Dashboard. I hope this is exciting for you, because I think this is a huge improvement over the distribution of documents in Teacher Dashboard. With that, we are done.